All right, I'm gonna go over how a cop buys for today, and I was able to save my account. Today was low key a crucial day for me, but that's cause I didn't follow one of my rules, which was waiting for confirmation, and I deserve it. I deserve. I deserve it. I deserve it. But anyway, we did secure the accounts, and I'm going to talk about the trade that I took that I was originally supposed to take. So starting off with the daily time frame, NQ did not reach this range. It's two between these green lines. That's internal range liquidity. So NQ did not reach this range yet. Instead, it was below that. But ES and US 30, which is YM, already had reached that range, internal range liquidity. So this let me know that NQ needed to take that liquidity out at some point eventually. When we opened at 9:30, there was a lot of manipulation. But before that, let's talk about where that manipulation was heading to. So let me get to. So right here we have these 1 hour imbalances, 2 hour imbalances you can call them, and also 4 hour. I did that backwards, but yeah, 4 hour, 2 hour, 1 hour, and you kind of get the point. I'm come skimming through it. I don't want to make a long video, but once I understood that price is rejecting because you have these wicks on the 15 minute, 5 minutes rejecting after we took our London's low. We rejected automatically and we closed right here, opened up right here and closed right here. And then opened right here, closed right here, opened right here, closed right here. You get the picture. But this little sequence, this little manipulation had let me know that price doesn't want to keep going lower since it's rejecting the downside. And that's where I got cooked from. Because I was originally in sales. I was originally taking sales to Asia lows, New York lunch lows, and New York PM lows, New York AM lows yet from yesterday. But as soon as I seen price was very choppy, yeah, I did get stopped out, and then I recovered myself by waiting for the A plus setup, which was a breaker structure, which is breaking above these highs. And once we break above these highs, all I was waiting for is for full body closes, which market offered right here. We have a full body close above this high, and then we retraced. And I want to see a respect of previous lows. In this case, it didn't really respect this. I know this is the body and not the wick, but I wanted to see it respect this range, which it didn't. So what I did was I took the trade on ES because I'm looking for the same thing. But so you can see ES low is right here and the high is right here. And on NQ, it made a slight SMT where it went just a little bit lower on the open. I had a I have a split screen view, so I can see two charts in one screen. And that's what I was doing. I was looking at ES and NQ, and then I noticed that ES had the first presented fair value gap that got inversed right here, and after it got inversed, we had a full body close above it, which means we're tapping back into it. And now we should see orders get executed since we already broke structure, making our buys, changing our buys from bearish to bullish. And as soon as that happened, literally all I did was patiently wait for price to show me that we're taking longs, which this candle right here confirmed that. The next candle, which is this little wick, doji looking candle, that's when I entered. I entered at the low of that candle actually, and took out my profits exactly at these highs. Like literally at these highs, literally right here. I didn't get this extra jump, but right there, I literally took my profit. So I was able to catch a 109 tick move with 3 contracts on ES, which made me 3 bands for that account. And yeah, so right now I still have a goal to reach, of course, but that's how I caught that setup. That's the original setup I was supposed to catch. And I learned from just observing this manipulation and learning, okay, 9:30, yes, price can play at 9:30 and head to drawn liquidity, but it's best to wait for extra confirmation. It's best to wait for, as you can see, we broke structure under here, but we didn't really have a full body close since this next candle literally did the opposite and went and closed up here, which is the opening of the previous candle. And then we manipulated back and forth, not giving any sort of clarity. But once you let yourself understand that we're in a zone where we're not respecting any sort of bias, It doesn't mean step off the computer, but just don't press anything. Watch, wait, be patient, wait for a break. After that break, there's obviously gonna be a retest, bro. Always wait for the retest, and in that case, boom, smack. And if you miss like this type of trade, what I like to do is mark out like this high we made that broke the previous high, which was this high. So once we have something like this, I like to enter off these. So like we broke, make that better. We broke this high with a full body close. Did we retrace this Fifth Valley gap? No, but you can see this candle, it opened right here and then it dipped. You don't have to wait for the Fifth Valley gap. The confirmation is already there. It dipped about 14 ticks. So once you see the candle retracing, you can literally enter. And there's also let me get rid of this black line in the middle. There's also a volume imbalance that you could play it off, and it makes it even more clean. That's what I want to teach you guys about these precise little entries right here. If you can get these entries, then it's over with. But yeah, that's okay. I wanted to get it perfect. There's literally a volume imbalance right here, and you can see there's more right here. Didn't tap into that one. This is ES though, but yeah, you could have used that one on NQ. I didn't really pay attention much to NQ since after this break, we had too much volume. We kept going. What I mean by too much volume is I didn't have the right confirmations down here, and anything above these ranges, I don't want to like chase price. I like to catch price at the optimal trading area, which is at these lows. But I was already looking at ES. The moving correlated. ES looked cleaner, as you can see. Same looking chart, very similar. Just ES just looked cleaner. It didn't pass that low. I entered right there, and it was perfect. So there was no need for me to go in NQ and do anything. I was too focused on ES, and I kept using NQ as confirmation to see my wheat in the internal range liquidity. That's what I was gonna say. Internal range liquidity.